I know you hate us, yeah. You hate us. You rival haters. You were waiting for us to lose this game. But no weapon fashioned against us shall prosper. You understand? Old Trafford absolutely cooked Fulham, absolutely won the game, deserved the win. 3 points in the bag. It gets me. Now delete your drafts. Delete all those drafts you had. Delete all of them because none of them, no weapon fashioned against us prospered today. Manchester United came into that game. We went up 2 goals and then Fulham equalized and then we won the game. You understand? The first half was a little bit dull. Dull from both sides, not just the Man United side. Fulham were dull, we were dull. It felt like we played the game in the midweek because of how slowly the players were moving, especially in Mbomo. Mbomo was off it today and you could see it. You could see that he was frustrated a bit, especially with the fact that he didn't get a goal. But I like that, I really like that because we always want to have at least that one player with the madness of wanting to score a goal, the hunger rush of a goal. You understand? And Mbomo can be that guy. He played up front today. He was all right. The performance was not what I expected, but it was good. Moving forward, other players were fantastic. Licha and Maguire, it seems like we have a partnership there. We have a decent partnership there. Yes, in the air, you could see that Fulham were trying to exploit us through set pieces because going into the game, that was the only way I believe they would have scored against us. That was their only channel of getting at Man United, and we didn't give them that space in most cases. Whenever we had set pieces with Harry Wilson at the edge of our box, man, that guy is such a worry. He's such a worry. You're always worried about him. One of his set pieces, Lamin saved. The other one, it led to a goal that was cancelled due to offside. But at the end of the day, in the first half, we got the first goal. And getting the first goal in games like this is very pivotal. Very, very pivotal. And we did that. Very good goal. Konya also took his goal well in the second half. Early in the second half, we scored. Fantastic. Well-taken goal. Goalkeeper had no way of saving that. On his strong side, strong foot, bang, roofed it into the net. And then it started falling apart when he saw Casemiro. They got the penalty and we just didn't know how to act, you understand? We didn't know how to act after they got the penalty. He was a little bit mad, but at the end of the day, Casemiro is the guy you want on the pitch. And we need to find a solution for whenever we take him off the pitch because recently in these situations, whenever we take off Cas, it just feels like there's a huge gap in midfield to fill. And with that huge gaps in midfield, Kobe, even if you bring on Ugarte is a player that likes to play on the front foot. He likes to win the ball on the front foot. He's not necessarily a sitting or holding defensive midfielder like Casemiro can be at this age in his career. So Ugarte did what he could, but at the end of the day, we could do better. We could do better because he left gaps. And one of those gaps where it was through one of those gaps that Fulham was able to find Jimenez on the run and led to the penalty. You understand? The penalty happened. They scored the penalty. And then they went on to score a worldie from Kevin. Man, what a finish. What a finish. Lamens knew nothing about that. But immediately we answered. We answered immediately. They tried to break our hearts at Old Trafford. And we answered immediately. We answered by an emphatic strike by Benjamin Sesko in the box. Good run by Bruno. Absolutely spun Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey, you're my brother. You be my Niger brother, but oh boy, then spin you today. Then do you waiting no good for that right-hand side. Bruno spun him, ball into the box. Sesko first touch, bang, top corner, finish. They knew nothing about that. Manchester United, 3 points in the bag. We really needed those 3 points today. Fantastic, emphatic 3 points. We needed them today, climbing up the table, especially with Chelsea and Liverpool winning their games over the weekend yesterday. So we needed those 3 points and we got them. We got them in flying fashion, That was a great game. That was a good game to watch. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the performance. Carrick managed the game perfectly. It's not his fault that Ugarte cannot plug the same gaps as Casemiro. You understand? You can give a player instructions as much as you want. But if they don't go onto the pitch and, manifest what you tell them, then it's a little bit different. And you can see how shaky we look when it's Kobe and Ugarte in the midfield. So that's something that Ineos should be looking at if you want to bring something in. I don't know if the window is still open, but bring in a midfielder, even if it's a stopgap, that will really help us now because it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. We can't have to rely on Casemiro to be our midfield guy for a whole season, for the rest of the season, especially in this top 4 battle. He can do it, but we need to be able to give him rest when he needs it. You need to give him time off, some rest, so he can, keep performing at the level that he's performing already. Generally, enjoy the performance, enjoy the game. It was a good game, and I'm happy we won. And on to the next one. We have Tottenham and West Ham next. Those are 2 winnable games, Those are bottom table teams, so we can absolutely slap their heads in. I'm happy. 3 wins on the bounce against very good teams. So we've beaten Manchester City. We've beaten Arsenal. Now we've beaten Fulham. Don't forget we drew to Fulham in the first game of the season. I mean, the second game of the season, we drew to them. We lost to Arsenal. And then those are games we've gotten wins already in this second half of the season. So those are huge, huge feats for Manchester United going forward. Let's go. Man United, 3 points in the bag. On to the next one. Football is a religion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.